Oh, oh. Yeah, I am. I. Oh no. Oh, totally am. Oh, yes, I'm showing a zombie movie, Matt Sizemore. Wah, 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 wah. It's funny times. Um, here I am. Look at me. I'm ready to do this. Got some election coverage. You've got this. You can cuss if you want, Matt. Doesn't matter if you cuss or not. No one's gonna watch this. No one's gonna care. Um, Least of all me. So anyway, here's what's going on for those who are gonna hop in, which shouldn't be too many folks. It's a tradition I have starting way back when in 2020, which is watching Night of the Living Dead on on election night. So here I am, gonna do that. I'm gonna switch my glasses because these are my glary glasses, and these are my non-glary Glenn Ross glasses, so you can see my eyes, my beautiful eyes. Anyway, so we're gonna watch Night of the Living Dead. I'm gonna put it on. You're gonna watch the whole thing. Election coverage will be on in here. I'll be looking at the news every once in a while, just doing some updates, some quick updates, and then just keep watching a zombie movie. In Matt Sizemore is in the chat, the only person, and one other, and it's gonna be fantastic. So thank you for joining us, and without any further ado, that's not how you say that. Let's watch some Night of the Living Dead, 1968. You say, oh, there's nothing there yet. Oh, contraire. Here we go. And if you need me to turn myself down, you need me to turn that shit up, let me know. Let me know. Ooh, I need to clean my glasses. My non-glare glasses. It's really bright in my office. Shouldn't be this bright for watching a zombie movie. Ushered in the modern zombie era, I would say. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's better. That's better. Let's see. Should I move my camera over? Oh, go that way. Yeah. Now I'm perfectly centered. Perfect center. Creepy. Oh, it's so creepy.
They ought to make the day the time changes, the first day of summer.
What?
Well, it's 8
What?
o'clock and it's still light.
A lot of good the extra daylight does us. Now, we've still got a 3-hour drive back. We're not going to be home until after midnight.
Well, if it really bugged you, Johnny, you wouldn't do it.
You think I want to blow Sunday on a scene like this? You know, I figure we're either going to have to move Mother out here or move the grave into Pittsburgh.
She can't make a trip like this.
Oh, I don't know that she can. Is there any of that candy left?
No.
Look at this thing. We still remember. I don't. You know, I don't even remember what the man looks like.
Johnny, it takes you 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes to put the wreath on the grave and 6 hours to drive back and forth. Mother wants to remember, so we trot 200 miles into the country and she stays at home.
Well, we're here, John, all right?
Back on? Oh. Ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen, we're coming back on the air after an interruption due to technical problem.
There's nothing wrong with the radio. Must have been the station.
Which row is it in?
Well, there's no one around.
You know, I've never been to this cemetery.
Oh, look, I already
Though I have
lost
been
an
to a
hour's
cemetery
sleep when the
recently.
time changed.
I think you complain just
for a
to hear
funeral.
yourself talk.
For a family friend.
There it is.
It's okay. It wasn't sad. I mean, I was sad. I talked to my therapist today about, like, not being sad, but also being sad, but not, like, too sad. He kind of looked at me. Because he died. It was his funeral.
I wonder what happened to the one from last year. Each year we spend good money on these things. We come out here and the one from last year's gone.
Well, the flowers die, and the caretaker or somebody takes them away.
Yeah, a little spit and polish, you can clean this up. Sell it next year. Wonder how many times we bought the same one. Hey, come on, Barb. Church was this morning, huh?
Now, one thing that I always... Okay.
Hey, I mean, praying's
That's a
for
zombie.
church, huh?
Spoiler alert for
Come on.
a movie from '68.
I haven't
But,
seen you in church lately.
Well,
He's fast.
not much
he's
sense in my
he's a
going to
faster
church.
Zombie, which is...
Do you remember one
not
time
how the
when we
rest
were
of the movie
small,
is,
we
but
were
that
out
always
here?
threw me off the first
It
time I
was
ever saw
from
it.
right over there. I jumped out at you from behind the tree, and Grandpa got all excited, and he shook his fist at me, and he said, "Boys, you'll be damned to hell." Remember that? Right over there. Well, you used to really be scared here.
Johnny,
You're still afraid.
stop it now. I mean it.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
He'll hear
If
you.
you're in the,
Here he
if you're in the
comes now.
chat, be
I'm
sure to
getting
say
out.
hi.
Johnny.
Don't let it just be... Don't let it just be me and Matt. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me talk louder. It's louder for me in my own microphone. So, I went ahead and turned up the volume. Johnny! use the door handle, buddy. What an idiot. Oh, he's a zombie. Oh, update. Looks like Trump just jumped ahead to 177. It looks like maybe we got Texas. A little bit of Texas going on here. So good job. It's what they call the Red Mirage versus the Beau Rivage, which is in Mississippi. Not related to this. Let's go back to something more positive. Zombies. Oh man, yeah, Travis, that. Yeah, I'm not a big buffet guy, but I tell you what, Beau Rivage buffet was pretty decent. All right, Matt, enjoy your dinner, man. Have fun. Be safe. Oh, she doesn't have her shoes on. Anytime I see people running in movies without shoes on outside, I'd be dead. Because I would be like, ow, 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 and then trip, and then die. Even if it has nothing to do with like a horror film, I was just like walking to get the mail. That's the entire scene. Ow, 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 and I died. I am using the AP projections, Travis. So yeah, for those who are just tuning in, which is the one of you. We are using the 8P predictions to see where we at. So, oh, look at that. Got some votes there. Scrolling on my web browser. Let's see. Got 46% of the vote over on Kamala Harris and DJT 27 million, so 52.5. But we still got a handful of states here. Only a couple have been called. West Virginia. There's an article about how the electoral college works. But you don't care about any of that. What you really care about is Night of the Living Dead. So let's get back to that. Do you have a different suggestion for which predictions I should look at, Travis? Yeah, just a tad. adjusting things on the fly because I don't know how to do anything. I don't do this. I'm not the one who does this all the time, Travis. You're the one who does this all the time. Oh, it's interesting. CNN. Okay, maybe I'll open up CNN to see how they're looking.
It's all right. Don't worry about him. I can handle him. Probably be a lot more of them as soon as they find out about us.
Hey, Matt. Hey, welcome, man.
The truck is out of gas. This pump out here is locked. Is there a key?
Yeah, I hear you.
We can try to get out here if we can get some gas. Is there
I have
a key?
these numbers up in front of me, but I'm trying not to pay attention to them. I would rather watch people get eaten than actually do this. But
Suppose you
I
tried this.
I figured win, lose, or draw, and it won't be a draw. I have to stick with my 1 year tradition of this movie. So it's good seeing you, man.
Do you live here?
What makes this movie fair use again? It's public domain, is what it is. So basically, it's been in the public domain
We've got to get out of here.
since it came out, and it's because try to remember this accurately, but it has something to do with the title
I'll
card,
see if I can find some food.
because they named the movie something different on the title card than what they registered, and because of that, it became public domain. All right, so here we go. Using Search Labs AI overview, it's in the public domain because the original distributor accidentally omitted the copyright notice when changing the film's name. So the original title was Night of the Flesh Eaters. The title was changed, Night of the Living Dead, but forgot to replace the copyright notice. And because of that, wasn't copyrighted. It's now part of public domain.
Two of them. There are two of them out there. Have you seen any more around here? I can take care of those two. I know you're afraid.
Yeah.
But we
R.I.P. on a technicality, and yet it's a zombie movie, and it continued to have life with Dawn of the Dead in '78, and then I think Day of the Dead in '81. But yeah, George Romero kept going at it. Pittsburghian. All these people in this movie were basically Pittsburgh locals. What I would love to do, and it'll never happen because the '90 remake of Night of the Living Dead is not in the public domain. But what I'd love to do is do a double feature and look at both of them in a row and to make some comparisons. One thing that you'll see as the movie goes on, Barbara is she's so incompetent. She's worthless. She's worthless in this movie. In the remake, she's a badass. And she's also, the actress is also the stunt double for the girl who plays Lexi in Jurassic Park. Random bit of trivia. Yeah, them horns. Hook them horns. Or something like that, if you're a OU fan.
Don't
Hey,
look at it.
see you, Matt. Good seeing you. I'm not interesting, but I'm just really watching the movie now. So later, man. We'll have to record again soon. This dude right up front with the white shirt looks like Marlon Brando from not Bridge Over River Kwai. Stella, you're putting me through hell.
Get some more lights on in this house. Why don't you see if you can find some wood, some board, something there by the fireplace, something we can nail this place up.
The horns are gone.
God damn. Look, I know you're afraid. I'm afraid too. But we have to try to board the house up together. Now, I'm going to board up the windows and the doors. Do you understand? We'll be all right here. We'll be all right here until someone comes to rescue us. But we'll have to work together. You'll have to help me. Now, I want you to go in and get some wood so I can board the place up. Do you understand?
Nothing wrong with stress eating chips and salsa, dude. Hopefully you're still eating chips and salsa. It's election night, baby. It's election night, baby. Pace salsa. You gotta pace salsa yourself. I do like this that little music box scene. It's kind of random, and you never see anything like that again. And it's shot in a way that no other scene is shot in the movie. Your jokes are killing in this chat. I'm laughing, as you can clearly see. when do the next polls close? I should be paying attention to that because this is an election night thing, but it's too much. 30 minutes. Okay. So we're going to be sitting at 99 and 178 here for 30 minutes. Which is coincidentally how long it's going to take for them to board up all the windows and doors. 30 minutes later, here we are.
Yeah, this room looks pretty secure.
All done.
If we have to, we can run in here and board up the doors. Won't be long for those things be back pounding their way in here. They're afraid now. They're afraid of fire. I found that out.
Can't hear it. It's a fizz of some ginger ale and whiskey.
You know a place back down the road called Beekman's? Beekman's Diner? Anyhow, that's where I found that truck I have out there. There's a radio in the truck. I had jumped in to listen to it when a big gasoline truck came screaming right across the road. But there must have been 10, 15 of those things chasing after it, grabbing and holding on. I didn't see them at first.
It's a good question. I
could just see that the truck was moving in a funny way.
I want to say
Those
they
things
probably
catching
did
up
not
to it.
focus too much on insulation back in those days.
The truck went right across the road. Slammed on my brakes to keep from hitting it myself. It went right through the guardrail. I guess the driver must have cut off the road into that gas station by Beekman's Diner. It went right through the billboard, ripped over a gas pump, and never stopped moving. By now, it's like a moving bonfire. Didn't know if the truck was going to explode or what. Could still hear the man screaming. This thing is just backing away from it. I looked back at the diner to see if there was anyone there who could help me. That was when I noticed that the entire place had been encircled. There wasn't a sign of life left except... By now there were no more screams. I realized that I was alone with 50 or 60 of those things, just standing there, staring at me. I started to drive.
Quick little pan up.
Just plowed right through them.
Got refocus, recenter him.
They didn't
rule of
move.
thirds.
They didn't run or just stood there staring at me. Just wanted to crush them.
Oh, she is rude. Check this out. She's like, doesn't pay attention to him, and she starts her own shit.
Scattered through the air like bugs.
We were riding in the cemetery. Johnny and me. Johnny. We came to put a wreath on my father's grave. Johnny and he said, "Can I have some candy, Barbara?" We didn't have any. And oh, it's hot in here. Hot.
He's like, oh boy. Oh boy.
And he said, "Oh, it's late. why did we start so late? And I said, Johnny, if you'd gotten up earlier, we wouldn't be late.
They did have a script.
Johnny asked me if I were
They
afraid.
executed it perfectly.
And I said, I'm not afraid, Johnny. And then this man started walking up the road.
Fuck.
He came slowly, and Johnny kept teasing me and saying, he's coming to get you, Barbara. And I laughed at him and said, Johnny, stop it. And then Johnny ran away. And I went up to this man, and I was going to apologize.
Why don't you just keep calm?
And I
Shut the
looked
fuck up.
And I said, Goody. And he grabbed me. He grabbed me. And he ripped at me. He held me and he ripped at my clothes.
I think you should just calm down.
Shut the fuck up.
I screamed, Johnny! Johnny, help me! Oh, help me! And he wouldn't let me go. He ripped. And then Johnny came and he ran and
Superman.
He fought this man. And I got so afraid. I ran. And Johnny didn't come. We've got to...
Shout out to the unsung
We have to
hero
wait
in this
for
scene,
Johnny.
the crickets.
Maybe we better go out and get him. We have to go out and get Johnny. He's out there. Please, don't you hear me? We've got to go out and get him. Please! We have got to go get Johnny! Please help me! Please!
Don't you know what's going on out there? This is no Sunday school picnic.
Don't you understand? My brother is alone!
Your brother is dead.
No! My brother is not dead!
Woo! What? I said, shut the fuck up. And that's the most assertive you'll see her through the entire movie. Only once in the entire movie is she show any initiative or desire to take action in that moment, and she gets sucker punched.
Because of the obvious threat to untold numbers of citizens, and because of the crisis which is even now developing, this radio station will remain on the air day and night. This
Yeah,
station
she
and
may as well
hundreds
be,
of other
though,
radio and TV stations
knocked out.
throughout this part of the country
Basically
are
pretty
pooling their resources
comatose.
through an emergency network hookup to keep you informed.
Some
of
say
all developments.
PTSD.
At
I
this hour,
say
we repeat, these are the facts as
PTZD,
we know them. There is an
post-traumatic
epidemic of mass murder
zombie
being committed by a virtual army
disorder.
of
Oh, you could
unidentified
have
assassins.
figured out what the AZ
The
was.
murders
I
are
didn't
taking
have to
place
tell
in
you.
villages, cities, rural homes, and suburbs with no apparent pattern or reason for the slayings. It seems to be a sudden, general explosion of mass homicide. We have some descriptions of the assassins. Eyewitnesses say they are ordinary-looking people. Some say they appear to be in a kind of trance. Others describe them as being... So, at this point, there is no really authentic way for us to say who or what to look for and guard
Or
yourself
what.
against. Misshapen monsters.
Or what to look
Reaction
for.
of law enforcement officials is one of complete bewilderment at this hour. So far, we have been unable to determine that any kind of organized investigation is yet underway. Police, sheriff deputies, and emergency ambulances are literally deluged with calls for help. The scene can best be described as mayhem. Mayors of Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Miami, along with the governors of several eastern and midwestern states, have indicated the National Guard may be mobilized at any moment, but that has not happened as yet. The only advice our reporters have been able to get from official sources is for private citizens to stay in their homes behind locked doors. Do not venture outside for any reason until the nature of this crisis has been determined and until we can advise are being urged to stay at their places of employment, not to make any attempt to get to their homes. However, in spite of this urging and warning, streets and highways are packed with frantic people trying to reach their families or apparently to flee just anywhere. We repeat, the safest course of action at this time.
I wish you had a TV too, Tyler. Welcome to the chat. I'm talking directly to you. This is like when we're at work. This is what I'm doing at work. Tyler, I'm just watching this movie on repeat. Actually, this isn't me watching a movie. This is a scene from any one of our meetings downstairs, which you can't see because you're not watching it on TV.
The meeting is scheduled to convene within the hour. Members of the presidential cabinet will be joined by officials of the FBI and joint chiefs behind closed doors. The White House spokesman, in announcing this conference, says there will be an official announcement as soon as possible following that meeting.
For those just tuning in, there's 4 of you now, because I texted all of you to join. I just need a little bit of algorithm boosting from the folks that I work with, and I'll give you a bravo tomorrow. Anyway, if you're just tuning in, Kamala is at 99 electoral votes projected. Trump is at 178. Jumped up to 178 with Texas. We're using AP for the polling, the status. Not using CNN, not using Fox. Just sticking with AP as unbiased as we can. All right, I can fire up the hotline. Let's see. Oh, I didn't put a picture of Travis. Let me get a picture of Travis. Call in. Okay. Let me look up some images. I want to do this live because this is what we do. This is what we do when you're an apathetic enthusiasm professional. Oh, there's a picture of Sal. We don't need that. Let's see. Let me look up Travis. Is it broken? Is it broken? Oh no, it's not broken. I switched view. Here we go. Doing it live. There we go. So now let me I'm gonna do some Bluetooth stuff to make sure I'm connected to my Rodecaster Pro. And then Travis, if you want to give me a call, I'll put you live. I'll put you on live.
I found a gun and some bullets out there. And these.
NCO Academy, Senior NCO Academy.
This place is boarded up pretty solid now. We ought to be all right here for a while. We have the gun and bullets, food and the radio. Sooner or later, someone's bound to come and get us out.
Ooh, got a call. Got a call on the air.
We're doing all right.
Let's see. Can't hear him. Can't hear Travis yet. Talk to me.
Look, I don't know if you're hearing me, but I'm going upstairs now.
Can you hear me,
If
Travis?
you try to break in here, I can hear it from up there. I'll be down to take care of it.
Yeah, there we go.
Everything is all right for now. I'll
Hi,
be
Travis.
back to reinforce the windows.
Oh, we're doing it live.
But you'll be all right for now. Okay?
Oh man. Welcome to the call-in,
Okay.
Travis Menard, everybody.
Oh, hi everybody. Thanks for having me. Yeah, you guessed Senior NCO Academy. That picture was taken so long ago. That picture, I think, has been on our Athletic Enthusiasm website for like 6 or 8 years.
Oh, that's I didn't know that.
I'll give you a hint. You want a hint of where that picture was taken?
Is it in Hawaii?
No, it is in Nebraska.
Oh, it's in Nebraska. Oh.
Yeah. The hint is that that brick wall behind me is a McDonald's restaurant.
Oh, that's when we were doing the Szechuan sauce stuff.
Absolutely, that is when I drove to the only McDonald's restaurant in Omaha that was giving out Rick and Morty Szechuan sauce, and I basically just like interviewed people, tasted the sauce, because one guy was cool enough to like let me dip a nugget in it, and then that was it.
Yeah. So for those who are listening, the whole Rick and Morty stuff. There's a season 3. There's Szechuan sauce. There's a whole thing. People went crazy. They're obnoxious, and they made us as a fandom look like idiots for a while.
It wasn't the shiniest moment in Rick and Morty fandom. That's true.
Yeah. So Travis, you've been watching since a couple minutes into this movie. Have you ever seen Night of the Living Dead?
I'm pretty sure the only bits of Night of the Living Dead that I've seen are from 4 years ago when you did Election Night of the Living Dead the first time. That I think is my only recollection of this movie whatsoever.
Got it. Do you remember any moments from this movie that you haven't seen tonight?
No, I don't actually.
All right, so this right now, all this stuff has been going on with the man and woman upstairs. Then all of a sudden, these people show up from the basement, and this is where the drama really kicks into high gear. Also, you're probably delayed because you're not watching it live along with me, so you're probably like 10 seconds or so behind. But
I'm not going to take that
there's
kind
people
of
from the
chance.
basement.
We got a safe place. We luck into a safe place, and you're telling us we got to risk our lives just because somebody might need help, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, why don't we settle this, mister? We came up. Okay, we're here. Now I suggest we all go back downstairs.
Or did I lose the call?
No, you're here. Every once in a while, my phone switches over to not Bluetooth, and it's annoying. So if you were talking, you were saying something really funny or interesting, then it didn't capture any of
Those things turned over our car.
That absolutely
We were
happened.
damn lucky to get away at all.
Yeah,
Now, you
I
tell
did
me
my due
those
diligence
things can't
as a
get
fellow
through this lousy
podcaster
pile of
and made
wood.
sure I turned down
His wife and kids
my
downstairs.
television. I turned down my computer so that we weren't getting any sort of feedback. So I don't actually know if my voice is coming through on the live stream at all. So this is my call to action for the other 3 people watching. Ask a question in the chat, and ask a question so that I know that you can actually hear me on the live stream.
No, they absolutely can, because your audio is tied into the Roadcaster, which is it's all going through the same spot. So, and if it's not, then people are just listening to me talk to myself.
Maybe 100 of those things.
Tyler, welcome back. You walked away. What'd you miss? Travis Menard, fellow podcast host.
Tyler, that's not a question. That's not a question,
Tyler. Fellow podcast host is dialed into my phone and push through.
But down in the cellar, there's no place to run to. I mean,
Yeah, we were just talking about memories of Night of the Living Dead. Tyler, have you ever seen Night of the Living Dead?
We can get out of here if we
And if you have,
And we got
what's
windows to see what's
a
going on
memory that you
outside.
remember from this movie?
But down there with no windows, if a rescue party did come, we wouldn't even know.
Travis, you
This
had no
tower
memory.
is the strongest place.
My memory is that feels a little bit like a final project for a college film class. Like, and I'm not hating on the actors, I'm not hating on the production team. It just, I don't know, something about, like, and maybe it's because of the, like, limited space, because it's filmed, you know, just, like, inside this one house, and, like, I don't know, it just, it feels like something that if we really put our minds to, we could have produced with, like, a camcorder 20 years ago.
You box yourself in the cellar and those things get in the house
that's
you've had.
I mean, that's pretty close to the truth of where this came from, right? Because this is 1968. There's already color film that exists in the world.
Sure. Yeah.
George Romero and his merry band of filmmakers. I think he was in commercials up there in Pittsburgh, and he wanted to make a movie. And so with the budget that he had, he put together Night of the Living Dead. Again, I mentioned this earlier. Pittsburgh locals, like everybody from the town. There's a scene where like dudes like eating raw meat. Like that's the town butcher that just brought meat and was eating it, right? And so it is a very homegrown effort in 1968 to put this movie together. In you know, the fact that it spawned what we now consider, you know, the zombie, you know, the Shamblers, the Walking Dead, all that type of stuff, speaks to the longevity of the movie. So Tyler pointed out that he didn't even know there was a black and white version. Yeah, Tyler, this is the version. This is what kickstarted all of that.
So crazy. So this like kickstarted like all like zombie, like the entire zombie genre.
Yeah, like what it ended up doing was, you know, there's different types of zombies throughout the years, right? Zombies that aren't unique to George Romero, but like zombies before were like, it was like possession. It's like there's a movie in the 80s called Serpent and the Rainbow with Bill Pullman, directed by Wes Craven, and it's like the voodoo, like zombieism is like voodoo and voodoo, that type of stuff. What this did was make like the Walking Dead, people like them craving the flesh of the living. Like this is the movie that did that. Like the rising,
it's a cornerstone of an entire genre.
Mm-hmm. And which is so fucking crazy that this is public domain, right? That all of that I'm talking about this movie in public domain. And
not even that not just that you're talking about it, but you're showing it live on our channel because somebody forgot to put the copyright info on the title card.
Yeah,
that is still insane to me. That like, I don't know, the fact that that's like, what is the statute of limitations on that? Like, my, like, no, you showed it at the theaters. Sorry, like, it's everybody gets to own it now.
I mean, Mr. Cooper, with your help, we could, with my help.
You know, Dawn of the Dead was a sequel. I don't even know how. Like, he had to have copyrighted Dawn of the Dead. Like, you know what? We did Night. Okay, now let's do Dawn of the Dead. Let's just stick with that theme.
Maybe that's what drove the. Well, how quickly did the sequel come out after this was released?
I think I think it was 78, but let me look it up. Dawn of the Dead. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
78.
That's a whole decade.
Yeah.
Of time for somebody else to come in and swoop in on the IP.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like anybody could have done that in the middle. I think Lucio Fulci, an Italian horror director, he did Zombie. He did Zombie 2. Kind of off the back of it. Zombie 2 is a very famous one because a zombie fights a shark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Safe now.
Yeah. Zombie came out in 1979.
What about Tom and Judy?
They want to stay up there, let them.
Oh, all right. There you go.
Yeah.
And then right after that, Chris Hardwick started doing post shows.
Yeah. And then Glenn died, and then everyone stopped watching him.
And then there was a bunch of memes about Quarrel and wearing that sheriff hat all the time. Yeah. It was...
Coral.
Good news. We're 5 minutes away from the next polls closing, which means while we talk, I'm gonna go and prepare my next emotional support beverage.
All right. I'll keep you on the line, but I'll go ahead and mute you.
What?
Unless are you staying in or are you leaving?
I mean, I'm here.
Oh.
I have. It's a miracle. Bluetooth and earbuds.
All right, I'm muting him. Everybody, he's gone.
Begging me to let them in down here?
No, you're still on the line, Travis. But I muted you.
To be right, everybody else to be wrong.
What do you mean by that?
That's what you get. 5 minutes from Trump went up to 188. Oh no. Oh no, you're back now, Travis.
Whatever it isn't just happening here.
Good news. He's got to get to 270.
Yeah. All right. So here we are. Kamala's at 99.
Yeah, she's been predicted to win that.
You're getting ice and it's really loud.
Okay, I'm done with the ice. I just wanted people to know for a fact that was happening.
Okay, yeah, no, I can appreciate that.
Harry, that radio is at least some kind of communication.
Yeah, she won the crucial swing state of New York. So,
she did.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see that anywhere. Because Trump went until 188.
We may not enjoy living
based off AP numbers, she's still at 99.
Dying
So
together isn't going to solve anything.
remember, I'm not looking at CNN. So.
Oh, I know. I have like 3 different sources on.
Let's go up.
But I have no idea why I'm stressed out.
If Judy would come downstairs
There it
for a
is.
few minutes,
Look at that red mirage in full
come
effect.
upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
How many electoral votes is California worth? Like 53 or something?
Let me take a gander real fast.
Look, honey, nothing's gonna get done with them down there and us up
Looks
here.
like.
Do this for me.
Let's see. Let's just go down the list, right? 54 electoral votes.
I was off by 1. I feel like I could pass a civics class after that.
What else we got? Washington is 12.
12, yeah.
Montana is...
I think the number of dots on the map equals the number of.
No, I think you're wrong about that. Idaho. Let's see what Idaho is. It's 4. Shoot. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, you're right. I hate when you're right, Travis.
I know. It's not great.
You know, since I got this new MacBook, Travis, my computer's running so much better with OBS.
What did they have Wisconsin at? Hold on, I'm bringing up the magic wall on there.
Wisconsin is 10 electoral votes.
Yeah, but I gotta check the districts.
Trump, 49.4. I mean, that's really close. It's like a 0.3% based off of all the districts, with the exception of one district, and it's 0.5% lead, and 35% of the votes counted.
35%.
Yeah.
Okay. Magic wall. You're looking at Wisconsin?
I was looking at Wisconsin, yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. AP has it shaded red. but CNN has it shaded blue. They're reporting
Harry's wife.
They're reporting 34% of the votes in, with Harris up 49 to 48.
Huh.
It's like literally less than 10,000 electoral votes.
Yeah, that's crazy. What other sources are you looking at?
Her brother was killed.
That's just CNN's
I know
magic wall app.
What other sources
King
are you looking at?
There's a guy outside who just keeps telling me who he thinks is gonna win. That's the only other source.
Okay. You know what? Let me pull up another window here.
Why don't you do something to help somebody?
Oh no, I don't want that one.
Drag a couple of those chairs together.
There's a socket over here.
No, I don't want that. Yeah, it's stupid. No.
You better watch this and try to understand what's
All right,
going on.
new round of closings,
Life on my hands.
poll closings.
I don't
So
want to hear any more from you, mister. If you stay up here, you take orders
yeah,
from me.
Montana.
And that includes leaving the girl alone.
It's on. It's on.
That's Fox News. It's a shitty.
Play
It's a
with the
shitty
revenue.
image. Sorry.
Montana, Wyoming, Utah, all likely going Republican.
Let's see. Trump Vance on Fox anyways Trump moved at 205. Harris to 117.
Interesting. I always think about Fox and the fact that they were the first to call the election 4 years ago for Joe Biden. That was always interesting to.
Medical examinations of some of the victims bore out the fact that
Oh
they
yeah,
had been
look at that.
partially devoured.
They're not.
We have some late word just arriving, and
Very interesting.
interrupt to bring this to you.
Fox
This is
News
the
wants to
latest
show
disclosure from the
notifications.
report from National
Blocked.
Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life.
Wow, what a night! What a night! What a night to be watching
A widespread investigation
Night of the
of
Living
reports
Dead,
from funeral
1968.
homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that
What
the
a
unburied
night!
dead
What
are
a
coming
what a
back
what
to
a
life,
grand night!
seeking human victims. It's hard for us here to
Wow, Oregon.
believe what we're reporting
AP
to you,
has
but it does
Oregon.
seem to be a fact.
Whew.
When this emergency
You
first
can't
began,
see that, but it
radio
says
and television was advising people to stay
71%
inside, behind
for
locked
Trump
doors for
in
safety.
one
Well, that
thing,
situation has
71%,
now changed.
71%.
In Oregon?
We're
Yeah.
able to report a definite course of action for you.
But it also says
Civil
0%
defense
of
machinery
what
has
votes
been
counted, so
organized
I don't
rescue
know how it
stations with food,
got to
shelter,
that math.
medical treatment, and protection by armed National Guardsmen.
Donald Trump won
Stay
in
tuned
Utah.
to the
That's the other
broadcasting
one that I
stations
have.
in your
Is I
local
have,
area
I believe
for
it's
this list of
CBS's
rescue
reporting.
stations. This list will be
That's
repeated
tied in
throughout
through
our news
Apple
coverage. Look for the name of the
Apple
rescue station
News.
nearest you.
So even when I lock my phone, I still have like a widget on my phone that is telling me the current electrical count.
Yeah, I'm honestly confused by AP's reporting on this. Right, as we're watching a news report on this movie, is like the fact that AP has like a wildly different assessment of things going on. Like Fox says 205 to 117. What is it? No, I know I'm fucking around with.
CNN is currently 81 to 172, and then CBS has it 99 to 198.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of that just has to do with at what point the different news organizations are willing to, based on how many votes have been reported and what the difference is and what the trends are, the likelihood of a winner, right? And I mean, we've had elections in the past where news channels have called a state for one candidate that ended up not actually winning that state because early returns looked very favorable for one side, and then as the final votes were counted, then it tips over the edge or something like that, which I think is why when you look at some of these maps, states, especially some very heavily contested swing states, are lightly shaded for one side or the other. But yeah, like, those can change as more of the votes come in, especially from those more densely populated districts where it takes longer to count these votes.
Yeah, and we talk about you know, different perspectives and stuff like that. As we're looking here, we're seeing a general get into a car. You know, they have different theories about what's going on. Much like Joe Rogan and chemtrails, we just don't know the truth yet, and we won't know until probably a couple days from now what the results are. Yeah, stop the steal.
Nope, I'm not sleeping till I know the results of this election. Just nothing but ginger ale and Johnny Walker until we have a new president.
I'm drinking some No Effects beer because, you know, what's more punk rock than watching a horror movie and paying attention to the election?
Judy and I are both from around here. We were on our way up to the lake.
It clearly is.
Judy had a radio, and we heard the first reports about this. So we knew the old house was here, and we
this
came in and found the lady
movie
upstairs
ever
dead.
give an answer to the why behind the zombie outbreak?
It is pretty strong.
No. Actually, the scene that we just saw was, you know, they're watching a show on TV, right? They're watching coverage of something. And they propose a couple of theories in that interview where they're following that guy to the car, where it's like, oh, is it a satellite? You know, what is it that is causing it? This movie doesn't give it any definitive answer to it.
We don't know yet what complications might result from such injury. How bad has your kid been hurt?
If you're in the chat and you're watching and you're drinking anything, tell me what you're drinking. I started with some Johnny Walker Black with Travis, who's on the line, with some ginger ale. I'm using Canada Dry for if the election doesn't go my way. And you know, let me know what you're drinking. Oh, rubbing alcohol. Thank you, Jess.
yeah.
Modelo.
Don't cut it with anything. Just, you know, straight no chaser.
Yeah. Earlier I had some hydrogen peroxide. Just to, you know, get the fizz going on.
Just to loosen up, just to pregame a little bit.
Thank you, Judy.
Yeah, I also had a Johnny Walker Black with a ginger beer instead of a ginger ale.
It's only a matter of minutes.
Sounds good.
Minutes? Well, that doesn't give people time to make
any
arrangements.
Oh, you're right. It doesn't
refreshing
give them time
winter
to make
beverage.
funeral arrangements. The bodies must be carried to the street.
I almost grabbed some bitters.
They must be burned immediately.
So I could, like, do old fashioned, and I was like, I don't have like simple syrup, like I'm in a hotel. And then I almost bought this like mix that is just like basically you pour it in with whiskey and it's supposed to just bake in old fashioned. But that just felt like cheap. So
we need some bottles or jars.
I don't know. I think as the night goes on, the concentration of ginger ale will diminish over time.
There's a big key ring down there. There may be a key to the gas
and just straight whiskey. And eventually not even the bottle, just like a gigantic pint.
Depending on how these results continue to trickle. Yeah.
Better be this door. It's closer to the truck.
Editing my displays live.
Supplies behind the cellar door. While we're gone, the rest of you can hold up in there.
I found some fruit jars in the cellar. And there's a key on here that's labeled for the gas pump out back.
Big
I'm not really that used to the truck. I found
it's Travis on the phone.
I can handle the truck, no sweat.
Sans serif.
All right, so here's what's going on in this movie right now. Ben was like, "Oh, there's a truck. We just need to find the gas key." It was out of gas, but there's a gas thing a mile away.
You can go upstairs and toss a cocktail.
Let's go do that. That's what they're talking
about. You and I will
about.
have to unboard this door. After you toss the cocktails, you hustle
Does
back
they're
down
gonna
here
use
and
a
lock
truck
this door.
and get out of there?
There's no
Yeah.
room to board it up because we'll have to get back in quickly.
Sam says he misses
After we
me.
get the gas and
I
get
miss
back
you
into
too,
the house,
Sam.
Yeah,
then we'll worry
it's good to
about
see you,
getting
Sam.
everybody into the truck.
Mostly. So good.
Now let's move.
Car
Hey,
crashes and smashes is here.
Tim Cruise up
Wait,
in this.
it's a regular party.
Tim Cruise up in this bitch. Big brother, whoa. Yeah, I can see those reactions, Tyler. Love them hearts. Love them hearts. Bonobo isn't in this movie, unfortunately. Oh, here's some little romance, Travis.
You always have a smile for me.
Oh,
How can you
okay.
smile like that all the time?
I'm ready for it.
How many do you have done?
With the scissors?
Yeah,
Oh wait.
she's gonna cut him
Come on,
deep.
honey, we gotta move.
Tom, are you sure about the phone?
The phone is dead out. All you get is a recorded message.
If I could
Oh,
only call
man.
the folks.
Share
They're
the
going to be
stream
so
of
worried about
coworkers.
us.
We can get those numbers up there. Let's
Everything
go.
will be all right. As soon as we get to Willard, we'll call them. They might even
Willard,
be there.
Fred Willard,
I know.
R.I.P. So I did. So speaking of Fred Willard, I did go to the funeral on Friday. Forest Lawn
Are
in
you
Hollywood
sure we're
Hills.
doing the right
That's where
thing,
Fred
Tom?
Willard's
What, about
buried.
getting out of here?
Yeah.
Well, the television said that's the right thing to do. We've got to get to a
I
rescue
I
station.
don't know who that is.
I don't
Fred
know.
Willard? You don't know who Fred?
Come on, honey, you're
You
starting
never
to
seen a
sound
Mighty
like Mr.
Wind?
Cooper now.
But why do you have to go out there?
That was a stupid
I know
question.
I am
That was a
the
stupid
truck,
question. Don't answer
and
that. I
can
know what your
handle
answer
the
is.
pump. Ben doesn't know anything about that stuff.
But we're safe in here.
For how long?
I just don't know
honey?
names,
We're
man.
safe now, but there's going to be more and more of those things.
Car
I know.
crashes
Yeah,
and smashes.
Fred Willard.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Listen,
he,
remember?
the
when we had
most
to leave?
notable role for me
Remember how
is
difficult
as one of
it
the
was for us
commentators.
to convince you that it
Best
was right
show.
to leave?
Yes. Yeah.
Remember-
Christopher Guest
remember we
movie.
had to go to Willard
Christopher
then?
Guest also did
Yes.
Waiting
This
for
is a
Guffman,
passing thing, honey.
and
It-
the
It's
the
not
other
like
thing I
just
mentioned.
a wind passing through. We've
Uh,
got to do something.
So Tim Cruise
fast.
car crashes and smashes. You know, I don't know if you do any more videos, but you have shit on there. So look at car crashes and smashes, and like and smash and car crash that like button.
Crash that like button and hit that bell notification for updates.
We've got work to do.
Willard Scott. Who's Willard Scott, Jess? I'm not sure who that is. I'm not gonna look it up. Oh wait, no, don't make out. I thought for a second they were gonna have sex. I forgot that part of the movie.
Do you
We better get her downstairs.
do you really not know who Willard
We have
Scott
to go
is?
downstairs now.
Is that the guy who controls rats?
She's right. You have to go downstairs now.
He
just
controls
for
the weather.
Until we get back. Then we can all
And
leave.
100-year-old people's
Oh, I'd like to
birthdays.
leave. Yes.
No, I don't know. Is that he created the Farmer's Almanac?
Yeah, you nailed it. He was the meteorologist on the Today Show back when we were kids.
Jackpot.
Before Al Roker.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know who that is. I didn't pay attention to news before I was, 40. So.
Jackpot. Also, I am on a delay, obviously.
Yeah,
because I'm sure you put those glasses on a while ago.
Oh yeah. Anchorman. Good call, Jess. So
I'm looking at North Carolina real quick.
what I noted
Oh no.
the first time I ever saw this movie, a reference to this movie was, and Tim can agree to this, Liquid Television, stick figure theater, because it's public domain. So they did like a stick figure theater of a scene of this movie, a couple different scenes of this movie, and that was like the first time I ever realized that this thing existed. So cool. Eon Flux was on Liquid Television. Beavis and Butthead premiered on Liquid Television. Classic. Go check it out. Dog Boy, which no one ever knows anything about.
Listen, kids, go educate yourself.
Find out where your animation heritage comes from.
I had that always lovely conversation today where I had to explain to people that I've just met that I do in fact host a podcast. And you go through that whole thing. Oh, what's it about? It's about Rick and Morty. And then there's this other one that nobody listens to. It's fun.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we have to watch what's going on in this next scene because I love it. I love what ends up happening. They're taking this truck. They've got a little bit of gas. They're trying to make it to the gas tanks. The dude's girlfriend's going with him because she doesn't want to be alone. Okay. So he's gonna freak out. Shit's gonna happen, and then you're gonna know what my favorite part of this scene is when it happens, Travis.
Okay. And then I will respond to it about 30 seconds later.
Perfect.
When the live stream catches up to our actual conversation.
Okay, yeah. I'm trying to keep the two scenes because I got what I'm watching and then what the stream sees, like kind of separate, so I know what's going on. Anyways, whatever. You'll catch up. You'll catch up eventually. By the way, that bald guy, I want to say, Travis, he's not you. So don't associate yourself with the bald white guy.
I never would.
Okay, wait. Here we go.
You just shoot at the gas station.
I'm not going to tell you what my favorite part of it is, Travis. I'll let you discern what it is. So Tim, you're in the chat. Have you seen this movie before? Because Dad's talked to me about it, particularly about the end. But I don't know if you've ever seen it. Remember, everybody, these are locals. These are Pittsburgh locals that are they're all just from the city. They're like, yeah, I want to be in a zombie movie. They're all like supporting this. It's so cool. So if you ever want to do independent cinema and you don't have enough money, just get a bunch of your friends to do a movie for you.
I mean, so many of those like low budget movies are all about that. It's all about just a group of friends getting together.
Yeah.
You know, putting the work.
And that's why
because they believe in it.
Right, and that's why Infinity War and Endgame were so successful. Just a couple of friends making a whole movie.
Just a couple of bros, a couple of Russo brothers. It's kind of like NPR. Let's see what they're playing.
109 to 198? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, Jess. He did break the door and put a broken door on top of the broken door. It's one of those memes. Hey, I heard you like broken doors, so I broke a door and put a broken door on your broken door.
I dragged you out there and feed you those things.
Oh, Travis, you got fucked up.
Hey, you said he wasn't me, man.
No, yeah, that's. All right, you're right.
That's kind of how I feel though right now.
Yeah, no, makes sense. There's a nice truck too. It's unfortunate. I think those are pig intestines for this next scene, Travis.
That tracks. Yeah, I can see it.
Look at them. There's the town butcher just eating that meat. And back to the crickets.
The zombies look so satisfied consuming the flesh.
Like that was pretty good. I don't think I can eat anymore, but like maybe I'll go back for another plate.
I like to stop when I'm satisfied, not when I'm too full. You know, I don't want to feel sick later as I'm wandering the countryside.
as I'm seeking out more things to kill. Yeah, I don't want to be too full.
10 minutes to 3.
I'm on a cut right now, so.
You know anything about this area at all? I mean, is Willard the nearest town?
Fred Willard.
I don't know.
Fred Willard.
We were just trying to get to a motel before dark.
I'm not trying to objectify anybody, right?
You think we can get it back on its wheels and drive it? Where is it?
Seems like it was
I like her hairstyle.
Seems like we ran.
I like her hair, Travis.
Forget it. It's at least a mile.
Johnny
it's definitely not something you see.
You're gonna carry that child a mile through that army of things out there?
I can carry the kid. What's wrong with her? How'd she get hurt?
One of those things grabbed her.
Bit her on the arm.
Looks like AP calling.
What's wrong?
Colorado.
Knows what kind of disease those things carry. Is she conscious?
Colorado, really?
So now we're
can't walk. She's too weak.
At 112 to 198.
Okay. Yeah. I see. I see it here. 112 to 198. Colorado.
You can't start the car. Johnny has the keys.
According to your map, Arizona is currently.
Yeah, I know. But where is it?
Blue.
I'm a little surprised.
Oh, but it's so slight. It's so slight.
Yeah. I'm surprised by Colorado. I mean, Colorado's been purple for the last couple of years.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, of the two of us, you've lived there, so.
That's true. I left a lasting impact.
Being monitored closely by scientists.
Unbiased.
All the radiation detection stations.
Of course.
At this hour, they report the level of the mysterious radiation continues
to
increase.
Stand by for a CNN projection. It's probably just them calling a state that AP is already called.
Let's see. Over at Fox, 117 to 205. And then CNN. Well, you know CNN. Where's the actual map?
Our news cameras have just returned from covering such a search and destroy operation against the ghouls. This one conducted by Sheriff Conan McClellan in Butler
You guys
County,
suck.
Pennsylvania.
Fuck you,
So
CNN. I don't like you.
All law
MSNBC.
enforcement agencies and the military have been organized to search out and destroy the marauding ghouls. The survival command
Cruz reelected in Texas. Well, that's a
ghoul can be
mistake,
killed
isn't it?
by a shot in the head or a heavy blow to the skull. Officials are quoted as explaining that since the brain of a ghoul has been activated by the radiation, the plan is kill the brain and you kill the ghoul.
Must have been Virginia.
What do you think from the supply wagon, Cuss? No, we're all right. Hey, Cash, put that thing all the way in the fire. We don't want it getting up again.
Looks like they have a 47% of the votes in, and it is a dead heat, 49.4 to 48.9%.
A dead
Well, we
heat.
killed 19
Let's
of them
see.
today right in this area.
Let's look at
Last three we
California.
caught trying to claw their way into an abandoned shed. They must have thought
I don't even think the polls have closed there, have they?
we heard them making all kinds
No,
of
wait,
noise. We came over
nope.
and beat them off, blasted them down.
35 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Chief, if
That'll
I
be
was
one of
surrounded
those
by
ones that
6
the
or 8
second
of
the
these
polls
things, would I
close,
stand a
they're
chance
like,
with them?
and we can
there's
now
no problem.
predict
If you had a gun, shoot them in the head. That's a sure way to kill
in
them.
the state.
Don't get yourself a club or a torch. Beat them or burn them. They go up pretty
Yeah,
easy.
Wisconsin.
Well, Chief
Wisconsin's
McClellan, how long do you
interesting.
think it'll take you until
Wisconsin's
you get the situation under control?
Well, that's pretty hard to say. We don't know how many of them there are. We
Wisconsin's
know
real
when we
close.
find them, we can kill them.
Are they slow moving?
I like
Yeah, they're dead.
this
They're
guy that's talking
all
with
messed up.
the bandolero ammo on his. I love that guy. You'll see him again
Well,
by the end of the movie.
We don't really know. We know we'll be into it most of the night,
Foreshadow.
probably into the early morning. We're working our way toward Willard, and we'll team up with the National Guard over there, and then
Fred
we'll be
Willard.
able to give a more definite view.
Thank you very much, Chief McClellan. This is Bill Cardill, WIC TV 11 News.
Thank you, Bill, for that report. Official
Gosh, these
spokesman declined to
races are
speculate
really neck
how
and
long
neck
it may
in some of
take
these.
to kill off all
I mean,
flesh eaters.
there are all sorts of
Respond to the heavy rain.
estimates about how accurate polls would be in the different states and stuff like that. But yeah, these some pretty close races in a lot of these battlegrounds.
Oh, hey, Jeff Bowles is in the chat.
It isn't the fuse.
All right, BWF is here to stay. 5 shadowing. He
Oh, hi,
says.
Jeff.
I have to get that gun.
Haven't you had enough?
What? 2 people are dead already on account of that guy. Take a look out that window.
All right.
I need a distraction. I need to watch this horror movie some more.
All right. I'm gonna take us away, Travis, for a couple minutes. Leave the movie on, because guess what? I need a break.
Okay. Well, how about I give you some time. I'll sign off for a while. Thanks for allowing me to crash your party.
I mean, you can stay on the phone. I'll just mute all of us.
All right, that's fine too.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Oh, hi. I'm back. I had to eat some French fries and some chicken. French fries and chicken wings because I prepared for this thing too late. Anyway, the mom's dead now. Welcome, Joel Pink. It's good to see you. It's been so long. It's been so long since we've chatted last. Also, bye Ed. You're probably gone already, but good to see you too. There's only about 10 minutes left in this movie, everybody. This is the climax. All right, so if you're just tuning in, Barbara's getting taken by her zombie brother. So, what this shows is that no matter how much you prepare, the apocalypse will come get you. And even if you board up your doors and windows, the inevitable dread of your life ending will meet you. The only thing you can do is bury yourself in the basement. Some revenge, Ben. So in the remake, 1990, directed by Tom Savini, Ben is played by the classic Candyman actor. I was gonna say Todd Phillips. That's not it. He directed the Joker. Well, now Tony Todd. Todd Browning also directed Dracula and Freaks, 1928. Anyways, Tony Todd, Candyman himself, plays the Ben character in the remake. Candyman is so good, Jeff. I even like the requel, the Legacy sequel, Candyman, with that one guy, directed by that one woman. Okay, so everybody, coming up here is the end of the movie, and my dad spoiled this for me a long time ago. It is such an effective ending to the movie. I love it so much, and you will know exactly what it is when it happens. I show this to my 12-year-old. He's like, "Dad, what the fuck," is what he would have said if I let him cuss. Check it out. Also, that helicopter looks like a flying sperm. Unrelated to anything, but I thought it was good to point out. That wasn't my favorite part. That's not the point. My dad didn't say, "Hey, Brandon, at the end of this movie, there's a flying sperm." He didn't say that.
He
could have.
About 4 or 5 men and a couple dogs. There's a house over here behind those trees. We want to go check it out. Right, you go here, Bill.
Yeah, Chief. We're
And
going
like
to
I
stay
said,
with it till we meet
there's
up
that
with
guy
the
again.
National
He was
Guard.
on TV, but now he's here in
One of
front
the
of us.
volunteers, you're doing all the work. You take it.
Thank you. We should be wrapped up here about 3 or 4 more hours. We'll probably get into Willard then. I guess you can go over there and meet the National Guard. Nick, you and the rest
Fred
of these men
Willard's
want to come
in.
with me?
Well, Bill, I'm checking the office, see what's happening. All right, Steve. Tell him we're going to stay with it, and everything appears to be under control.
They need you down there by the barn. Some of these guys can follow the wagon down. I only need a few men to check out the house. Somebody had a cookout here, Vince. Yeah, sure looks like it, Cal.
Delicious. So sad. I got shot in the head. I'm a zombie. Oh, so depressing.
Nick, Tony, Steve, you want to get out in that field and build me a bonfire? You, drag that out of here and throw it on the fire. Nothing down here. All right, go ahead down and give him a hand. Let's go check out the house. There's something there. I heard a noise. All right, Vince, hit him in the head, right between the eyes. Good shot. Okay, he's dead. Let's go get him. That's another one for the fire.
And that's it. Ben, after surviving everything, gets shot in the head by the mob that's taking out all the zombies everywhere. My dad, he told me about this early on. He's like, "Oh, that movie's so fucked up." He survives, and then he gets shot at the end. It's so good. And the first time I saw it, like, that's really cynical. But since then, I've learned to appreciate the most cynical of endings. If you've ever seen the 2009 movie, no, I think it was 2007, The Mist, Stephen King's The Mist. Everybody who walked out of that movie in the theaters was silent. It was hilarious. Such a depressing ending. Nobody said anything. Everyone just wallowing in their sorrow. So thank you, Randy Cruz, for making me appreciate the morbid aspects of life. Which, let's go back into morbid aspects of life. It is election stuff. Oh, election stuff. Yeah, so as you can see here, we have Kamala. She is at 112. Trump is at 204. You know, it's okay. It's a red mirage, as they say. I think we're still doing okay.
Hey, Randy, light these torches over there.
We'll wait and see in a couple weeks. I say a couple weeks. Just in a little bit for how this election turns out. Hopefully we'll know really with better accuracy tomorrow by mid-Wednesday, because tomorrow is Wednesday, where we sit with everything. So here I am. I didn't have here we go, Brandon with a small movie. This way you can focus on me more directly. I'll boost this little thing up so you can see what AP is tracking. 112 to 210, still a long time to go to 270. California, Nevada, Oregon, Idaho, Washington have not been called. Neither is Alaska or Hawaii. So we'll see what's going on. I won't be here to do that because the movie's over. that was my only obligation to any of this, was playing the movie, talking over it, having you not be able to understand what the movie is about or any of the dialogue. Not that the dialogue was important. And then also point out election coverage shit. So if you enjoyed this, good news. We do it every 4 years on the 5th of November, the first Tuesday of November, whatever it is. And yeah, tune in now. Like and subscribe. I don't know. You don't have to do that. I don't give a shit if you do. I was obligated because Travis, he goaded me into doing this. If you have any comments, throw them out here, because I'm gonna give you 20 to 30 seconds. I'll give you 30 seconds because there's a delay. There's about a 5-10 second delay. Anything you want to leave this recording with, do it now or forever hold your Reese's Pieces. 10. No one's gonna say anything. Here's what I want to say. I appreciate all you. Thank you for doing your civic duty, watching Night of the Living Dead tonight. And if you voted, great. If you didn't, great. That is your choice. So thank you all for being fellow Americans, or if you're watching this from overseas, fellow Earthians. And tune in to Apathetic Enthusiasm, where I will talk to Travis about how this was a success or not a success. And then Rick and Morty podcast, Interdimensional RSS, where we talk about Rick and Morty stuff. So anyway, thank you all. You have a wonderful, wonderful night. And until next time, I am Brandon, and I'm going to play some soundboard stuff. Check this out. Here we go. I'm going to play this song I made. Yeah, I made this song. Okay, I'm done now. Here we go. See ya later. Ha 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 ha.